Hi, everyone. So, welcome back to our second episode of Survivor Stories. Today, we're here with Charlotte, and she is joining us to chat with us for our October month of fundraising for ACS. And I'm so thankful you're chatting with me today. Thank you so much, Charlotte.
Thank you, Maya, for having me. And hello, everyone. I'm so blessed to be here with you.
Yeah, of course. So, I'm going to jump into these questions. And our first one is, what is your diagnosis? If you're comfortable with sharing with us, and tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, sure. So I was diagnosed with triple negative stage 3 cancer, which is an advanced stage of breast cancer where the tumor has spread to the lymph nodes, tissues, and we've just been navigating that whole, I would say, diagnosis since February 2023.
Thank you for being so open with us about your diagnosis and being willing to share. Um, I did also want to ask in that question, what age were you, if you're comfortable with sharing, at that time of diagnosis?
I was 35 years old when I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and being diagnosed with such an aggressive form of cancer at such a relatively young age certainly was very unexpected.
Yeah, absolutely. I was going to say that's a really young age for a very serious diagnosis. I was hoping, if you're comfortable, you could share a little bit about how you felt when you came to that diagnosis, and maybe you could share how long that process took too, and how that impacted your feelings.
The initial diagnosis was definitely very overwhelming. As a 35-year-old, I was in what many would consider just the prime of my life. So to be faced with stage 3 triple negative cancer was just shocking and very frightening. But I would say that challenge just hasn't stopped me. And during treatment, I experienced some severe complications, a lot of fears. But we put our head up, chin up, and eyes forward.
The thing about you, Charlotte, is you are so inspirational, so positive. Everything I see from you, I know obviously that's a really challenging diagnosis, but every single time I see you talking, you are so positive, and I think that's really incredible. It really shines through how much you focus on persevering, and I think that's incredible. So we know that ACS focuses on things like cancer prevention as well as supporting those who are fighting cancer with not only financial support but also social community support, things like rides to treatment. The last question I wanted to ask is, in addition to people supporting financially, how can we best support those living with cancer in our lives?
I would say so. The American Cancer Society, they really do incredible work in supporting cancer patients and their families. And I've actually been here in Boston at their Hope Lodge, where they also provide accommodation for cancer patients where they have to really travel a long way to get chemo treatment. So I would say their services, they are so incredible valuable. So it's the way you can support uh, them and us as the fighters and warriors, firstly volunteering for ACS, and I would be happy to promote any of the connections. So definitely consider volunteering your time. ACS has a variety of different programs where you can directly help cancer patients, such as driving them to appointments or providing even companionship, but also spreading awareness. Every little bit of spreading awareness of early detection saves lives, right? So sharing information about ACS services. Many people aren't even aware of all their services available. So by spreading the word, you might be able to help someone just going through stages. I would say also participating in the event, so joining fundraisers such as here in Boston, we have the big Making Strides event where we will be having 15,000 volunteers, and we have our Channel 7 Foundation as one of the main sponsors. So Making Strides against breast cancer, to support communities. And there are so many other ways offering practical help, emotional support, and learning about the specific cancers. I think with the more you understand, and I did not even in my ignorance know any cancer patients prior to my diagnosis, but then by others raising awareness, this early detection, that's at the end what saves lives.
Absolutely. All of that was amazing, Charlotte. Thank you so much for sharing that. And absolutely, October is also, of course, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I see you're wearing pink, which is the color for breast cancer. And I love the perspective that you should educate yourself before anything because you never know when your life can be affected.
Absolutely. And right now, I'm 24 months into my treatment. I have 7 months left. So we keep fighting and we keep going. And that's the best we can do.
Yes, amazing. I'm really amazed and proud to hear how far you've come, and we wish you all the best. The last thing I'll say is if there's anything that you want to promote or anything you want to share from your side of things, how can people follow you and follow along with your journey?
Absolutely. I have my website, I have my YouTube channel. So subscribe there, and I'll be more than happy to share any more information and support. Thank you so much for having me.